Register. My phone be silent too.
Boom, boom. And we're on.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome,
everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Good morning, everyone on YouTube. We are live with Papa Jake Larson here. I like how you point down, but he's to my left.
Yeah.
He's over here for me.
Exactly. Hey, Papa Jake,
we're all in different spots.
Hey, Papa Jake, how you doing today?
I'm doing just great.
Well, you look fantastic.
I got my laundry all done this morning.
Sounds good. I can send some of my laundry your way if you want.
Well, if you know how to do that, just go right ahead.
Oh, it was wonderful to see you again virtually. We had a wonderful, wonderful time in Normandy, and it's still kind of sinking in right now. Our Battle for Return Normandy video just got released last week. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but it just brings back so many incredible memories.
Yes, it does. So we are going to start this off with showing that video for people who haven't seen it. This is Papa Jake and a whole bunch of 28 other World War II veterans triumphant return to Normandy for the 78th anniversary of D-Day.
Thanks to Delta Airlines and Michelin and all our other sponsors for sure, making it happen.
So let's see here. Get that full screen. All right, am I still with you guys?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, good.
Hit the volume. Yeah, hit the volume. It's on
hit play. All right. Can you guys hear it?
It is very eerie to
be.
When was the last time you were here?
78 years ago.
78 years ago today. The view overlooking Omaha Beach was very different. Thousands died on that eventful day. They did not die in vain.
When I got on that boat, come across that channel. The channel was so rough. It was a red day. And come on to this beach. There was so much anxiety. Just think about it for the poor fellows that never got to the beach. Then their comrades just fall right before them and then still have to try to go on. 10,000 casualties, war deaths. When General Patton came in, my outfit joined it, and we busted through St. Louis. The 6 nations of the world asked their young people to jump behind enemy lines to seek and destroy the enemies. All you saw was slack, and we pushed, and we got out of that aircraft in about 12 and a half seconds. I never thought I'd be back here.
It's been 3 years since we've been able to travel back and honor our heroes and celebrate the liberation of France. But it never took away our drive to complete our mission of taking care of the ones who took care of us. We can once again provide that opportunity of closure, camaraderie, remembrance that all of our World War II veterans deserve.
We're all sitting on a moment that we're going to look back and realize that we too are a part of history. 29 World War II veterans boarded Delta flights and returned to the site of the 1944 D-Day invasion in Normandy.
This is a very special day for me to welcome you to this flight. Flight 9994 to Normandy is ready to board.
78 years ago, you guys picked fun and you guys started defeat of tyranny. Thanks to Delta Airlines for providing this opportunity for us to fly directly to Normandy.
People of all ages have always cherished the memory of their liberators, celebrating every time you have returned. The Best Defense Foundation team and these veterans will assist you on every step to be honored here and have this last chance to say goodbye to your brothers buried so far from home.
Because the British Americans, we fought together.
Now and forever, the people of France will march in your honor. They celebrate knowing their hopes and prayers were answered on June 6, 1944.
This is better than when the war was over. Wow. I didn't expect that. Oh my. Memories that you don't come back.
You're on Omaha Beach, June 6th.
I can't tell you how I feel. Ended here at 7:30. Just down there. Terrible. Bodies everywhere. They're floating. I couldn't get them around with the landing crabs. You can't run over human beings, can you? I walked on the beach. You walked on the beach. Yeah, thanks for the sight. I never expect to see it again.
We are the inheritors of freedom. It is our responsibility as civilians to safeguard and protect that freedom for the next generation and to instill in our children a respect and appreciation for what was sacrificed on their behalf.
I do. It's unbelievable.
This is history sitting in front of you, and the time you're going to be able to spend with these men and women today is something you should carry with you the rest of your life. The time will come where you'll be telling your children that you met a World War II veteran and that they came to your school and you listened to them talk about what they went through.
We fired the first shot in the war aboard the USS Nevada.
We were the greatest generation, but we were the poorest generation. I'm 101 years old. I started serving in the Navy with John Paul Jones.
There.
Standing before you today on these hallowed grounds, honoring these thousands of soldiers' sacrifices that can never be repaid. Many of these men and women were between the ages of 15 and 18 when they joined the war, forging birth certificates and job letters to protect their country.
Those are the guys that paved the way. They're the heroes. They made it possible for us to get up here. We're not the heroes. We're the ones that continued the war.
Their blood stained this beach that we're standing on. Never
That was
forget it.
me and
And everything we have and enjoy today, the way of
you.
peace and
Uh-huh.
prosperity, we owe to that generation. You don't know what you're pouring over that.
The world will little know
Johnny.
or long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. And for those fallen comrades who lie here and perhaps listen to us, they've waited for us for many years to come.
That's him what goes to Andrew's sister.
What is remembered lives.
Means a lot, what we've done, and what I've been through. I done it for you people, so don't screw it up.
All right.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That was That was Papa Jake's and his brother's triumphant return to
When the Medal
Normandy.
of Honor was presented to me,
Yeah.
I did not know what it
I
was.
still got
Why was
sound
I
happening
selected?
here. All right.
So
We're
Papa Jake, when you see that video,
I
what
got
goes-
tears. I got tears.
Me too.
Yeah, you have to be there, Donnie. And you and Catherine. God, I just love the way you guys were into everything. You made us old guys look good.
That's what we do.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, there's no way that we can, make it happen without our great supporters, our sponsors and our team. I mean, the Best Defense Foundation team. I mean, we're made up of a whole bunch of volunteers that are committed to the mission and taking care of the ones who took care of us. And you had a chance to talk with Alex Buggy earlier, and I know he was taking care of you, along with Teresa from Delta Airlines was taking care of you the whole time. I mean, what was that like to have two people there for the whole entire program?
My God, I'm thinking, here's a little farm boy from Hope, Minnesota. And here's a veteran that Jocko Williams trained.
Yeah.
My goodness. And then Teresa, one of the pilots, my goodness, pushing me around in my wheelchair. What an honor. I still can't get over it. And God, I just love you all. I just love you all.
Well, we love you too. And it's amazing because you had Alex, who's a Navy veteran, and Teresa, who's also a pilot. She's still active, actually. It's just so special that the generations just connect and they just keep on going. And, we're just so proud and so honored to, and we all just basically want to say thank you. Thank you for your service and thank you for what you and your brothers and sisters did so many years ago to give us this incredible opportunity in life and freedom. And this is our way of so many people coming together and putting on an incredible program to give you the opportunity to go back to Normandy. And when I watch that video, it puts a big smile on all of our faces, and I'm sure it did for you as well.
Well, I want to tell right now, you just didn't sponsor this thing. You and your wife, Catherine, were participating in it. You were right there for everything. Man, it staggers me how much energy you guys had. You were rushing back and forth and making sure the buses loaded right and made sure everybody was on there. Your responsibility didn't stop with sponsoring this thing. You participated. What a great participation you did have too.
Well, thank you.
Everything. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We do it for you guys for sure. So just looking back at the program, we have a whole bunch of people that are waiting on the waiting room, like in the waiting room right now, and they want to talk to you, ask you a question. But let's just talk about the program a little bit. It's your first program with Best Defense on Battlefield Return. Looking back at that, what was your most favorite part of the program?
The children. The children. They're the future of the world. And I had the honor of talking to a class. I don't know where this school was, but there were 700 of them, and they were all dressed in white. And I got to talk to one of the classes, and I think there were 35, 40 children. And those children wanted to get their hands on me. And they were just edgy. They wanted to thank me personally. So instead of talking about the war, I had them come up and shake my hand and give me a hug. Man, it was pathetic. That handshake. They like they wanted to touch me but didn't know how. So I taught them how to shake hands with a firm grip and how to give a hug with a pat on the back.
That's awesome.
These children, when we're done with them, they're going to compare. They're going to compare what I will be the only one that spent the time with them, teaching them how to shake hands and how to give a hug. And what a wonderful thing it was for all those children to come by me and shake my hand and give me a hug.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's special, and it's amazing that most people don't understand because they haven't been out to to Normandy, and the French kids out there, they understand the history. It's passed down from their grandparents to their parents to them. I mean, all these kids were middle grade students, but they all had the knowledge of the liberators coming in and what you guys did. I mean, it's just wonderful. I'm sure, I don't know if you can show a couple pictures, Austin, but I mean, when you guys came there to the school, it was like the Beatles were there. They were just going absolutely nuts and crazy and cheering and waving the French and American flags. The Michelin men came out. I mean, it was just, what was that experience like when we got off the bus and it was just 800 kids there?
Oh, but it's so great. It's unbelievable. This is the thing that stands out in my mind right now. I had to bring this idea of how to shake hands and how to appreciate what a wonderful thing. And then that little girl, Ellie, I probably am pronouncing it wrong. Her mother and grandmother and her brother following me around from place to place, and her little smiling out at me. God, I get tears. This is happening to me. This is happening to me. Somebody is interested in me. God, I'm just a little old man.
Yeah, you always say you're the luckiest man in the world.
Yes.
Luckiest man in the world.
Yeah, it's just it's really amazing. And I don't know how old Ellie is. I think she's probably 8,
She's
9
9.
years old. 9 years old. And most of the time these kids are out playing video games, but it's amazing that they have an interest in you and what you did for their country and for their family and for so many other French people.
Well, I was over there for another special reason. Of all the people I was with over there, and I was overseas there for 3 years. I came over 80 years. I was over there, and of all those people I was with, I am the only one alive.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy. But on D-Day, I came in there. I don't even remember setting up the command post. All I remember is that Madison, Rich, and I were digging our foxholes. It was about 7:15 at night. This is a story I've told on TikTok And but I'll tell it again because it's unbelievable. I found a litter and put that down into my foxhole. And at that time, somebody said, Sergeant Larson, Colonel Hill wants to see you right now. So I went down there and Colonel Hill said, Sergeant, I just got word from First Army. We were Fifth Corps under First Army. First Army had 2 corps, Fifth and the Seventh Corps. Seventh Corps was in charge, Utah Beach. So he says, First Army wants us to remain open 24 hours a day. He says, you're going to run the night shift. I said, starting when? He says, starting right now. He says, from 7:30 at night till 7:30 in the morning. It took me a few years here to realize that Utah or Omaha Beach was under my command from 7:30 at night till 7:30 in the morning. This little old farm boy from Hope, Minnesota, how did that all come about? How come? You can understand I'm the luckiest man in the world. Went from Omaha to the Battle of the Bulge, and the first one to get a leave after 3 years over there. 45 days.
Wow.
Crazy.
Really is. But sometimes, Papa Jake, God puts you in the place where you need to be in life, and thank God for you to be there, to lead from example from the front, and yeah, it's just really special, really, really special. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that are waiting and wanting to talk with you, and we want to give them that opportunity for sure. This is wonderful, and so we're gonna have people from all around the world.
Fire away.
All right.
And just so everybody knows how it works, we have a waiting list right now of people in Zoom waiting to get on. So we'll bring people on one at a time. There's a 10-second delay between what we say right now and what you actually hear. So we will announce that you're going to be coming on next, and then you'll hear it. So just be ready. So just be waiting in the waiting room in Zoom, and just make sure that the YouTube video isn't playing in the background so we don't get echo. And please just make sure, we want to try and get as many people on as we can. So let's stick it to 1 or 2 brief questions, because we want to try and get as many people in here as we can who can meet Papa Jake and ask him a question and really have a special time with him. So, but we do got to kind of move it along because we got a lot of people waiting already. So
first up,
said, well, we still have, they'll hear this in 10 seconds. So we're going to bring on a special guest here first.
Special guest, Papa Jake.
Letting them on now. See, hopefully they're ready. And just so everybody knows, when I look over here, I'm just watching the actual feed to make sure everything's all right. All right, so
are they on?
In.
Hello?
Coming in. All I see is a name so far.
Yep.
Fire away.
Yeah, they're coming in. I don't see a video.
We're firing, but we don't see it yet.
You guys there?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Well.
All right. I don't know what's going on. So
like it's not connecting.
Yeah.
We might have to try that one later.
All right.
Guess we'll try that one later.
All right, we'll hold that one later.
Yep. So let's see. Put in the waiting room, and we will start with Michael. Michael, you are going to be coming on next, so we'll wait 10 seconds so they can hear that.
Michael.
Michael.
So this is always fun. It's like a little bit of roulette, Jake, because we don't know who the people are. We just see a name. So here we go. Big Michael.
All right. Michael
All right.
is connecting.
Michael is connecting.
Hello,
Michael,
Mike.
can you hear us?
Oh, can you hear me?
Hello, Michael.
Can hear you.
You're on with Papa Jake.
Hello,
Tell
Papa
him-
Jake.
Yeah, tell him where you're from and how old you are.
I'm from Canada, Ontario, Canada to be specific, and I'm 20 years old.
Right on. Well, you have Papa Jake there.
Hey, the floor is mine. Okay. So, hello, Papa Jake. It's nice to meet you. I just want to thank you for all you've done. I just can't imagine what you did at such a young age. You know, you're about, I guess when you went to Normandy on D-Day, you're about the same age as me. So even a little younger. So it's amazing. You know, I couldn't imagine doing that at your age. But my question for you is, what did your parents, when you joined the National Guard at such a young age, did they think did you get in trouble, or did they think you were doing something, you know, heroic?
I was working my way through high school by helping a widow that had 8 room and boarders. That was my payment. I couldn't go out for sports or anything. And I had no money. And my cousin Chick and I would get together on a Saturday in mid-morning and walk around Owatonna. And as we walked by the Roxy Theater and looked up, and it said, Saturday matinee, Gene Autry, America's favorite cowboy. 10 cents. Between us, we couldn't come up with a penny.
10 cents.
So he said, left the National Guard was just across the park from the Roxy Theater. He says, let's join the National Guard. They're looking to fill the unit. There's 1938. This is when Hitler took the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia. He had just annexed Austria. And I said, Chick, we're 15. You have to be 18 to be in the National Guard. He says, well, let's just walk over there and see what they say. I said, they'll never take us. He said, what can they do? Kick us out? Yeah. So we walked over there and we joined. I never got a question saying, how old are you? The captain says, what year were you born? Wow, man, I had to get my head going. I was born in 1922. Take away 3 from that there, that would be 1919. So 1919, sir. He says, sign right here. Never had a physical, never. And of course, Chick followed me right there. So we were both in the National Guard. And every Monday night for 2 hours we drilled. That was $1 to our credit. We didn't get paid for 3 months, and we got a $12 check. It's like money from heaven.
And what did your parents think of that, Jake?
My parents, my goodness, they couldn't afford to pay room and board for me in town. They thought it was wonderful.
Yeah, Michael, you have to understand, like Papa Jake and his generation, they're all from the Great Depression. They just came out of the Great Depression. And I mean, that was tough. I don't think we understand like what it was to go through that. I mean, it's just incredible. So the stories that I hear, I'm sure Papa Jake, you could comment on that as well.
Well, everybody was in the same shape.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We were in the same shape. We didn't think we were poor. We were making. We had food on the table. Born and raised on a farm. We didn't eat out of a can. We ate out of fruit jars.
Wow.
Wow.
My mother and sisters canned everything. Even when we butchered the beef, it was all canned and put in half gallon fruit jars.
Wow.
And that wasn't refrigerated either, right, Papa Jake?
No refrigeration, no
No
electricity, no running water.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This
Wow.
wasn't that long ago. That's crazy.
I know. It's just so crazy. We can't even understand and comprehend that.
I know.
Wow.
But
We're so
it's
spoiled.
all this stuff put together is what made my life. I started grade school when I was 4 years old. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be here today.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm born in 1922. When I tell people I'm born in 22, they think I'm a year old in 1920. I lived 11 days in 1922, and then that was I was in January 23.
That means Papa Jake's turning 100 in a couple months.
100.
This December. Well, cool. Michael, do you have anything else you want to say to Papa Jake before you leave?
I'm just going to say once again, thank you. Thank you also for the best events, the foundation for putting on this. I know a lot of people really appreciate it, taking time out of your weekend, your Sunday to provide this opportunity. So I
That's
really
what we're here for. We love it. We just want to connect people with these guys and keep their memories alive and make sure that people get a chance to connect with them, because our time with them is short. And it's important that people your age and younger, that you guys carry on their memory and keep that history alive. So that's why we do it.
That's right. It's up to your generation. Keep it going. Sure.
For you, Michael. I've got 2 grandsons named Michael.
Oh,
nice.
That's awesome. Well, Michael, hey, send us an email at info@bdf.org with your name and say that you're on on our live stream, and we'll sit in your shirt size as well.
And address.
Well, yeah, your address as well, and we'll send you out a t-shirt.
Send us all your info so we can send you a shirt.
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you once again, and have a great day.
All
You
right.
as well. Bye-bye.
Good to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Michael from Canada.
All right. Michael from Canada. We already hit another country. All right. So next is going to be coming on is Jack. So we'll give him a chance to get ready for that. What do you think of that, Papa Jake? Just got people already from all over the world coming on. Yep. All right. So we will wait a couple seconds here so Jack knows he's coming on next, and we will bring him in now. I don't know if this is a Jack we know or not. Let's find out.
Well, we'll find out if Jack and Jake match up here.
Old Jack and Jake show.
All right.
All right. Hello.
Hey, we met Jack last week.
Yeah. Hello.
What's up, Jack?
Not much. I just saw that you guys were uploading another live stream. And I was like, oh, I have nothing else to do. Why not?
That's right.
Well,
Well,
right
you're
on.
on with
You're
Papa
on.
I
Jake.
don't know you, Jack.
You're on with Papa Jake. You got Jake and Jack. So introduce yourself to Papa Jake and tell him where you're from and how old you are.
My name's Jack. I am 14 and I'm from California.
What part of California?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
I'm from the Bay Area.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
just out of San Francisco, a little town called Martinez, California.
Oh, that's cool.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Right on. Well,
Jack,
Jack,
you got the
the
floor.
floor is yours, Jack.
Okay. So I was reading like a description, and what was the G3? Like what did that imply? Like what was your role in it? Like what did you do?
Well, say that over again. Somehow I missed
What was the G3? Like
G3. All right. This is a good time to put that up. I started off in the Infantry Regiment in 1938. And I was already in the service at 18 down in Louisiana when Pearl Harbor hit.
wow.
And I was a company clerk at that time. Got a corporal, 18 years old, corporal. And we went overseas. I don't know where we're going, but German submarines got in there and sunk a few of our ships. And we made it to North Ireland, the first troops over there.
Wow.
After the Pearl Harbor.
So you were already like, you got a head start on everyone else.
I got, thank God I'm here. Of all the people I was with, I'm the only one still alive. Now you asked about what is G3?
Yeah.
I got transferred into 5th Corps. I came from a infantry regiment. 5th Corps is in charge. A corps is in charge of 2 divisions. I came from the 34th Division over there. I got transferred into G3. There are 4 Gs in a corps. G1, personnel, in charge of the personnel. G2, intelligence. They dig up what the enemy is doing. G3 is plans and training. And I became an operations sergeant. I'm the only operations sergeant there out of everybody I was with.
Wow. It's like you planned it, like you made sure like everything was going according to plan. Like you like saw like everything, like all the plans and like where everyone's gonna go and stuff like that.
I got in on the planning of the invasion.
You were making history.
Well, I really made history. I was classified top secret bigot. It's the highest classification you can get.
Wow.
So I worked on it, and when I got discharged, I received the Bronze Star for the work I did on the invasion.
Wow. Congratulations.
Well, those congratulations. The main thing I'm missing are all my buddies. They're all gone. And I was pretty perturbed when I got a chance to go back to Washington. And they said, you're going to see the memorial for World War II. The memorial for World War II was one of the last things that I was interested in because they waited so long. So many of my friends died before they got to see a memorial for World War II. But I'm glad I did, and I gave them all a chance to see that with me. I'm a firm believer. The heroes of all the war, they're buried now. I changed the word hero to here too. I'm here to tell you that heroes are buried over there over here. So I look at everything a little bit different. I honor those guys. They made it possible for me to get here.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, you enjoy the whole thing more.
Yeah. Well said, Papa
Yep.
Jake.
For
Um,
sure.
Yeah. Well, Jack, you have any last things you want to say to Papa Jake before you go?
No, I think that's it.
That's
Cool.
a great question because I mean that was something
I know, it's a great
know.
question.
Yeah, I had no idea about
Sure.
that.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
learning. A great opportunity for all of us to, to understand and to learn for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
for sure. So
Received your
before
shirt last week?
Well, I did not.
You did not.
No.
Coming.
Yeah, well,
did you send the email?
I did, but it's fine. I
Okay.
can send it.
Yeah, it's getting taken care of.
Yeah.
We
All
gotta
right,
take
cool.
care of.
So just so everybody knows, we got Nathan up next, and then it'll be Brandon, and then Connor. So those guys just be ready.
Thank
Jack,
you. Yeah.
thanks for coming on
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. It's been an honor meeting you. Thank you for your service.
Thanks, buddy.
Right on.
Awesome. That's a
Fellow
great
Californian
question, Papa Jake, that he asked, because I mean, a lot of people don't really understand all the different areas of the G. You said there's the G3, like all the different areas. So that's pretty interesting to learn.
Yeah, great question. I mean, like,
Yeah.
for a young 14-year-old kid to be like interested, like, what is this G3? Love it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We need those kind.
Yeah,
We need children like that.
absolutely.
They're going to be the rulers.
That's right. He's 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Inspiring.
right, let's bring in Nathan. Pretty sure I know who this is. Coming on, and you'll like this, Papa Jake. You'll love where
Wow.
he's from. All right, Nathan, you're on with Papa Jake.
All
Go ahead
right,
and introduce
Nathan.
yourself.
Hey,
Hello.
Nathan.
Hello.
Introduce
Can you hear
yourself
me?
and where you're from and how old you are.
I'm 13 and I'm from Ireland.
He's in Ireland.
Hey,
Jake.
Yeah.
Did you read Jake's story? He was
Yeah.
in Ireland.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think of that, Jake? You got a kid from Ireland on here.
The Brownlow House. The Brownlow House in Ireland.
I'm partial. I'm
Yes,
partial
you
there. I was over there in March.
What area were you in, Jake?
I was at Lurgan at the Brownlow House.
Yeah.
Of all the people I was in, told you all the people I was in the service with are gone.
Yeah.
So they had they told me that they were just going to show me Brownlow House. I didn't realize that I was going to be the center of attraction. When we came up to the Brownlow House, I said, my God, we're interfering with something. There's people marching. There was jeeps. People all over, the American flag flying. I said, we're interfering with something big. I said, how come they asked for me to come that day? I said, they got it all mixed up. There's a picture of me at the Brownlow House.
In Ireland?
Yeah, in Ireland.
In North Ireland. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
It staggers me. They had 5 countries. They had the diplomats from 5 different countries: France, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the United States.
Wow.
And they were putting out these accolades for me. I'm sitting in the driver's seat there, the place of honor, and the accolades. I got to thinking, this can't possibly be for a little farm boy from Hope, Minnesota. I got to thinking, man, this has got to be a farce. I'm going to wake up and it's like candid camera. There I am again, sitting way over to the right at the bottom.
Nice.
You remember the name of these guys here in this photo?
This little corporal right in front, that's William R. Cray. He's the cockiest little Irishman in the world. Standing up to the left, Jim Hayes. In the middle, there's Bowers, Philip Bowers. He became the master sergeant of the whole thing.
Amazing that you remember all that.
I just don't remember the last guy though. I can.
Wow.
But that was taken over in North Ireland at the Brownlow House. That Brownlow House had 355 rooms.
Oh, wow.
A chimney for every room.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Hey, Papa Jake, how old were you in that photo?
I was 19.
19. And Nathan, how old are you again?
13.
13. He had to calculate that one.
Yeah, 13. Well, you have. We'll go ahead and ask Papa Jake a question. You have the floor.
When you were on the beach, what were you feeling? Going.
When I was on the beach?
Yeah.
On D-Day.
Well, it depends on what part of the beach you're telling about. When I first got onto the beach, I was being shot at by two of those machine guns that shoot 1,200 rounds a minute.
Gee.
And when you get two of them going, that's 4,800 shots coming down. And I'm hiding behind this little berm of sandstone and digging out a cigarette. I had them wrapped up so they didn't get wet. And I put that in my mouth and reach for my matches. They were soaked. So I sensed someone to my left, and without raising my head or anything, because you'd raise it into the firing line, I said, hey buddy, have you got a match? I got no answer. So I glanced back there, and there was a helmet there above the body, but there was no head under the helmet. That's when I got the warning from somebody that had left that body and said, get up now and run. And like a miracle, I got up and those machine guns shut off. Evidently they had to reload or change barrels or something. But I got up and started running, and within a few seconds there, they started again shooting at me. I was 5'10" when I was over there. I weighed 120 pounds. My buddies called me bony ass. Yeah. And I'm running there and can't see where to shoot. They're shooting down at me. I'm in a crossfire, and I said, I'm looking up, Jake, what the hell are you doing here? You can't see anybody to shoot at, and they can see you. And I made it to the cliff. They can't shoot at you then. And what a relief. Wow. I have blank periods where I can't remember anything. And there is a God that takes that stuff away from you. So anything else you want?
Yeah. Well, Nathan, that's a good question. Do you have anything else you want to say to Papa Jake before you go?
No, not really.
All right. Well, as
Well,
always, thanks for joining, Nathan, all the way from Ireland.
Yeah, and you're talking to a World War II veteran that was actually in Ireland as well.
Yeah, I think that's the first.
You're calling from Ireland. I mean,
I think that's the first one we've had in this scenario with you.
what
Yeah.
a small world. What a small world it is.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Sure. All right. Well, great to see you again, Nathan. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. How cool is that?
I love it.
Wow. Wow. Hey,
All
Papa
right.
Jake, how long were you in Ireland at the Brownlow House?
Till November. November, the 34th Division went down to North Africa, and we moved 5th Corps over to Bristol, England.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's amazing. All right. Well, we're going to bring in Brandon now.
Okay, Brandon.
I don't know if we know Brandon or not. Let's find out. You having fun, Jake?
Hey, you guys can't imagine. This is like opening my life again.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Wonderful.
All right, Brandon, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Where are you from?
Okay. So my name is Brandon. I'm 25. I've also got my brother here with me. I'm Jacob. I'm 18. And we're from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, right on.
Hi.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
Well, thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining. You have the floor. You have Papa Jake.
All right. So first off, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for our country. And I guess I was just curious, do you remember where you were and what you were doing when you found out the war ended? And could you just describe what that was like?
I was home. I was home. The Battle of the Bulge was nearly over. That was my 6th encounter. 6th encounter. And I worked the night shift, see. I worked from 7:30 at night to 7:30 in the morning. On the 31st of December, Colonel Hill called me in and he says, I'm giving you 45 days leave to go back to the United States. I was overseas for 3 years.
Wow.
A long time.
And my mother was dying from leakage of the heart. And I never thought I'd ever have a chance to get back to see her. But she lived to see my 2 oldest children.
Oh, wow.
And so it took me 51 days from the Battle of the Bulge to get home.
Oh my
then I had 45 days. And when I went up to Fort Snelling to go back to Europe, the captain called me in and he says, I just got word from the Pentagon. They told me that they could, if I wanted, I could go back to my unit in France or Belgium there, or I could get a discharge. A discharge. 3 years over there, man. I battled fatigue and I shook like a leaf.
Yeah.
So I got a discharge. I was 12 of us got discharged at that time. Before the war was over.
That's pretty rare, isn't it? Because I haven't.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I never heard
my
that.
life is my life has been unbelievable. Think of, I'm the only guy alive that I was with in the service. In fact, I never put in for hospital or anything like that. I managed to work with what I had. And man, when I had to get some special medication that cost $8 a pill, I went down to try to get the United States to help. No, they said, we don't even have any record of you being in the service. What do you mean? Well, you put in for help and your records were all burned up in Louisville, Kentucky in 1973.
Oh, geez.
So I didn't get the veterans help.
Wow.
And I did have a stroke where I was paralyzed completely, but I came out of that, and
Well, that's good.
Well, you're still here, and we're so proud, happy that you're here, and you're sharing your story. You're keeping history alive, you know, especially with this next generation. You have a question?
I have a question. So, what was it like going back to Normandy after so many years?
Well, the first thing I noticed, there were no obstacles. There was no one shooting at me.
Yeah. There's people on the beach sunbathing.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But I told you when I came in, there was this little berm of sandstone. God help me. We came to that beach, and I think that berm was still there. I told my family about it. It was just like I explained. It's crazy. My life is so crazy. What in the world am I still doing here when everybody I was with is gone? In December, I'll be 100 years old. I don't have an ache or pain in my body. None. I was up and washed clothes this morning. I cleaned up the kitchen.
Wow.
Awesome.
I'm here talking to you.
Pretty special.
The special thing is seeing all these people. I don't know how to explain this. If anybody can explain it, it has to come right from the top. How come I went through all this stuff and didn't get a scratch? How is that possible?
The luckiest said for sure, Papa Jake. But just expand on your question. Papa Jake, what was it like to see all those thousands and thousands of people out there who wanted to just say hi and shake your hand?
Oh God, it's unbelievable. As I went from town to town, and we are blessed with one of those people now. This little girl. She's 9 years old. When we're at con, she and her family were standing there looking at me, and you couldn't touch her or anything. We're paraded by like prime horses, you know. Looking at the prime horses from the sideline. But as I moved from town to town, that girl and her family moved along with us. And finally, when we got to the last one, she came down and gave me a hug and a kiss. We became friends. This was life about. I'm at the end of my life. She's got her life to live. We're good friends now.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We correspond.
Yeah, for sure. Very special.
Very cool.
Yeah, any last words you want to say to Papa Jake before you go? And also make sure you send us an email with your with your size and address so we can send you out a shirt.
Thank you for that.
info@bdf.org.
Okay, thank you. And lastly, again, I just want to say thank you for everything you did, and just thank you to y'all at the Best Defense Foundation for allowing us this opportunity.
Absolutely.
This is an unbelievable blessing to me. I'm a star on TikTok now.
You are.
This damn Corona stuff has kept me tied up, and it brought my granddaughter home from she's a dancer on a cruise ship, and it brought her home, and she's the one that got me started.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful, Michaela. She does a great job for sure. And yeah, those out there who don't know,
I told you I'm blessed.
Go to Stories with Papa Jake, and I don't know how many.
Story time with Papa Jake.
You have a lot of followers for sure. But
yes, you do.
Thank you guys for joining, and see you on the next one.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Cool. Well, just what you were just talking about, Elia, Austin, go ahead and put that picture up of the family. We're going to try to get them on.
Yeah, we'll try and reconnect. We do have Connor will be coming up next. We're going to see if we can connect with these guys real quick though.
Okay.
So this is the family that Jake was talking about.
Oh,
there's Elia right there. There's Gia and the whole entire family.
Yes. Wow.
So there's a young girl right there that you were talking about, right there. There she is.
Wearing the dog tags.
I got tears.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can try to get them on.
Yeah, it looks like we're having the same issue. Yeah, it's not connecting. I don't know why. All right, so we will move along with Connor.
All right, Connor.
Oh, there's my Connor.
Come on in, Connor. Let's see.
He's not coming on.
I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go.
He's one of my mainstays.
Let's see. Hopefully Connor can connect here.
Connor,
I see a picture of a puppy. Are you there, Connor? There he is.
There he is.
All right.
Connor.
Well, Connor, introduce yourself and tell them how old you are. You're on with Papa Jake.
Well, Papa Jake, my name is Connor Ritchie. I am 17 years old from Lafayette, Louisiana. And I know your stories pretty well because you have shared them with me multiple times. And you have a lot of followers. I think you have millions of followers on your TikTok star. And I just want to thank your granddaughter. Your granddaughter's doing a good job keeping your story alive. So we are the future here. We are the ones that are going to pass it on to the future generations. Because if we don't, then history will repeat itself. So that's why I interview World War II veterans now. So
that's awesome, Connor.
Well, Connor is one of my faithful. He's interested. He was interested in how I made it through the war, and you don't have anybody else here but me, Connor.
Yeah, that's amazing. Connor's one of our faithfuls as well. He's been on for the last couple of years, and it's been really amazing to.
He is amazing.
Look how grown he is. Man.
I know. Look, you're getting older, Connor. You're getting older.
I know that voice, man. He's always had a deep voice, but now
I sound like an idiot most of the time. I can't stand to hear myself talk.
Oh,
I just can't.
We love listening to you talk, Papa Jake.
Love hearing you, bro. Your voice.
That's awesome. Well, Connor, do you have a question for him?
I have a couple of questions. First of all, I'm from Louisiana. Why don't you tell Donnie and Austin about the chiggers and the ticks you received from the Louisiana maneuvers?
Oh, wow. Coming from Minnesota, we went down to Louisiana, and the first thing off the bat, we had the Louisiana maneuvers. Wow. I didn't even know what a chigger was.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
We had no poisonous snakes in the Minnesota part where I live. They had poisonous snakes by the Mississippi River, but I lived away from that. And man, poisonous snakes and chiggers and mosquitoes. If they all flew at the same time, there would be no Louisiana. They'd take it with them.
A chigger's it's an insect, right?
It's like a little red tick.
Yeah, those things.
But it's miniature. It burrows in under your skin and then defecates in there.
Oh.
That's what makes it itch.
Oh. Did you get bit by those chiggers?
Oh, they swell up worse than a mosquito bite. And you don't get rid of them like a mosquito bite. I had to burn them out with a cigarette at that time I smoked.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. That's horrible.
And there was ticks as well, you said? Ticks?
Oh, there was ticks as well. But you could see those suckers sucking your blood, you know.
Oh.
The beauty of living in the South.
You got any comments on that, Connor?
That's probably the worst thing that can happen to you. Get those leeches and those disgusting bugs sucking your blood all the time, and that's kind of gross, you know. So my other question is, how did your 7 siblings, you one of 8 children, how did your 7 siblings and your parents feel when you got to come home from so much of a nasty war like that?
Well, I had 2 older brothers that were already in the service when I got home. One went to Alaska to the Aleutians, and one was a sergeant, motor pool sergeant down in Texas. He was 14 years older than me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but the one that went to the Aleutians was 12 years older than me. And happiness. I went overseas. I joined the National Guard with my 2 cousins, Chick and Ole Larson. And we went overseas together to North Ireland. That's where I transferred into G3 of 5th Corps. My 2 cousins went on with the 34th Division to North Africa.
Operation
Torch. Operation Torch.
Yep.
And they both got wounded. And here I went over to England and got in on the planning of the invasion and got in charge of the invasion. Think of it. A farm boy from Minnesota running 5th Corps, which was the 1st Division and the 29th Division, ran that every night from 7:30 at night to 7:30 in the morning. How is that possible? It's crazy. It's plain crazy. This isn't scripted. There's no book that says this is the way it is. It's just the way it happened. I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know how else to say it, unless somebody has been guiding me all along.
Yep.
Yeah, my great-grandfather was a World War II vet too, and 2 of his brothers were 4 years younger than him, and they went to the Navy in the Pacific. One of them was, and both of them left their wives at home with their kids too. So I know what that's like, having to leave your lovely wife at home with 2 kids is pretty difficult, because you'll never know what's going to happen to them. Yeah, they both made it out okay, but they're deceased now, and my great-grandfather's brother's wife is still living, and she just had her 97th birthday last month.
Wow.
So she's doing pretty well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, Connor. Oh, sorry. Connor, it was so good to see you. And it's been a while.
Yeah.
You got anything else? One last thing you want to say?
Absolutely.
Connor is my mainstay. If I had my choice of voices, I would like to have a voice like his.
Yeah, he does have a great voice, doesn't he? He does have a great voice. And what he also has is knowledge, because he spends time on history.
Absolutely, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And we'll definitely like to have you more involved with our next gen, Connor, for sure. Hopefully we can get you on a program out to Normandy so you can walk the footsteps of what Jake and his brothers and sisters did.
I would love that.
Years ago.
I would love that.
That'd be pretty amazing.
Yes.
Well, Papa Jake, it's nice talking to you again, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart what you've done for the sacrifices, because I wouldn't have pets like I have today. I wouldn't have parents. I wouldn't have grandparents if it wasn't for you guys. And I also like to credit Donnie, Austin, and Catherine, and all the members for taking these veterans and getting to hear their stories, and taking to their closure,
For sure. We love it. We're proud to do it.
Thank you. Hey, Connor, send us another email and I'll get you our new Remember D-Day shirt. All right.
Kudos. Kudos
We
to
have a
the
lot of
Edwards
shirts already.
family.
You have like 4 shirts already, don't you?
I,
Probably.
You have a few.
I have a multitude of shirts, believe me.
I love it.
I like it. Well, you really
you
deserve
guys
it.
are pushing my button.
All right, Connor. We'll see you soon.
Have a good one, Connor.
Here, Connor. He's amazing.
All right.
He is
Yeah,
an
Connor's been
amazing
great.
boy.
He's on our first one because we started these during the pandemic when no one was able to leave. But with technology, we're able to still connect with people and you can still share your story. So he's been such a mainstay for us and just it's amazing. Awesome to see him grow up, right?
I know it's so weird, like seeing him and Nathan and Ireland. Like,
yeah,
I swear they were little kids when we first started doing this.
Wow, it's
Like
amazing.
a couple years ago.
This is great.
So we're gonna bring on a special guest here next. I think it's gonna work this time, and then after that, it's gonna be Matthew Aronson, then Crystal, then Linda. So we're gonna hopefully this is gonna work this time because it's a different account. So we're gonna try it.
All right.
So hopefully this works. Let's go. Oh, I see connection.
All right. I see it. Hello, hello.
We got a sideways table, it looks like. I hope this is right. Says connecting to audio.
Maybe somebody's laying
This
down.
is the awkward part of the show where we're all just staring.
Hello.
Hey!
All right. Lay down. They are awake.
action.
Okay, we got no, oh, we lost video and there's no audio. We got no audio, guys.
We can't hear you. We need audio.
We can't hear you. We can see you, but we can't hear
Speak
you.
up.
Let's see. Can I don't think I can activate their
Can you
audio.
turn them on?
I don't know if I can. No,
Can't
I
hear you.
can't.
You got to turn on audio.
We can't hear you. Well, that's a bummer.
Oh, bummer.
But just so everybody knows, this is the little girl that Jake was talking about
Oh.
in Normandy.
Oh, I hear audio.
Hey.
All right.
Now we can hear you.
Yes.
Hey.
Come with Papa Jake. Introduce yourself so everybody knows who you guys are.
Oh, how are you? How are you?
Yeah, have them say their name, who they are, and how old they are.
My name is Gia. I'm 12 years old. I was born and I live in Normandy.
So it's Gia. He's 12 years old and he lives in Normandy. So these.
Oh, he's 12 now.
He's
He had
12.
a
Yep.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an angel.
It's an angel.
Nice.
I met Papa Jake in front of his hotel during his trip with Best Defense Foundation in Normandy.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
It's pretty special.
Yeah, you guys are pretty special to Papa Jake, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You're very special.
Gia, who are you with? Who's next to you?
Who is that girl? Who is that beautiful girl right there next to you? Hey, yes.
Get in close. Move the camera close.
Go in closer. Go in close.
Move the camera closer.
Can you move the camera closer?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, all
There we
right.
are.
Say hi to Papa Jake. You're on with Papa Jake. This is a young girl that Papa Jake was talking about.
She gave Papa Jake a hug and a kiss. Yes. Love you.
Yeah, she's blowing the kisses now.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you, I can't help it. I got tears. I got tears. I just love you guys.
Je t'envoie des bisous.
Yeah. They're learning English right now. So they're getting better on their English. But Gia, do you have a question that you want to ask Papa Jake?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
How do you feel about being back in Normandy?
He said, how did you feel about being back in Normandy?
Oh, it was great. And meeting you was like getting part of heaven.
That's awesome.
It seemed like that was my mission, to meet you. I can't put it any stronger than that. You are now part of my life. And I'm called the luckiest man in the world. So you're part of the luckiest man in the world's life.
Wow. Wow.
It is an amazing thing. And Donnie, you and Catherine are so responsible for even having this on. I would not be here if it weren't for you. I wouldn't have met Ellie here if it weren't for you. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My face always hurts during these meetings. I'm smiling
Yeah.
so much.
Hey, Gia, do you have something that you want to show Papa Jake?
And now I would like to show you something you may like. My museum has 300 objects from World War II.
So this is his World War II museum in his
Yeah,
garage.
this house. He has over
So
300.
cool.
Wow.
Wow. Is
Look at all that
right.
stuff.
Holy smokes.
Well, who's that guy?
Oh, look, who is
Hey.
that guy?
I love it.
Oh,
That's so
man.
cool.
Wow.
Man, and how old is he? 12?
12 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 12. He was 11 when I was over there.
That is like, that's amazing. Like,
Wow.
I'm trying to think of like what I was doing when I was 12, and it was,
Yes.
I wasn't ambitious like this. I mean, that's so cool.
But when I was 12, I was milking cows by hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Wow. That is really, really nice. Very cool. And even a picture of Papa Jake in there.
That's so cool.
It is.
There she is.
This old man has got some tears right now. Thank
Me
you,
too,
sweetie.
buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ugh, I'm crying right there with you. This stuff gets me.
Papa Jake loves you.
Yeah, this is what it's all about right here. This is
I want to show my museum. As the most valuable object is this rifle. Enfield was used on D-Day.
That was
Wow.
used on D-Day?
Yes, it
Wow.
is delimited.
Wow. Jeez. What a cool artifact to have.
Yeah, what a cool museum for sure.
Yeah. Very cool.
Very nice, very nice. Well, do you
Well-
have anything else that you want to say to Papa Jake before you guys leave?
Repeat, please. Repeat, please.
Oh, do you guys have anything you want to say before you leave, before you say goodbye?
Okay. Thank you for giving me and my family the freedoms that we in Normandy enjoy so much. I really hope that my sister Elia and Maya and me too see you again next year.
Could you understand that, Jake?
Jake, and what he said? He says he hopes to see you next year in Normandy.
Somebody up there has to help me.
Well, if he helps you, if you're still around, we'll help you get there too.
It would be a pleasure for me. I can't understand how I'm the only one that went through all the. I'm the only one still alive.
Well, hopefully
And
you're
I
still
don't
alive
have
to the
I don't
80th.
have an acre of pain. I don't have an acre of pain.
Amazing.
Who at 99 and less than 5 months to be 100 can say they don't have aches or pains?
I can't even say that, and I'm 40.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. And then to think of the way I came up and had to join the National Guard in order to have any spending money. And I bought an Argus C2 camera with that money. It took me 2 years to buy that. But that camera I took along with me. And when I was in North Ireland, I sent pictures of that back home.
I want to see.
A little girl going to high school cut out that picture and put it in her wallet. And her girlfriend says, "Who is that guy?" She says, "That's the guy I'm going to marry." God, in 1945,
Wow.
we were married.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
I
Wow.
love it.
The
All right,
luckiest man in the world.
Yes, you are. All right, well, kids, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you,
Hopefully
President.
we'll see you soon.
All right, love you.
Thank you, Papa J. Thank you, Papa J.
Love you.
I love you.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, my face hurts.
Wow. That's amazing. And yeah, they're all the way in Normandy. And that's that young girl that you were talking about earlier, and her brother, Gia. They're learning English. And it's just amazing that you know, for their age, that they care and they're interested in it. And it's a true testament to their parents and to their family, for sure.
God, that family followed me along. I'd look up the next place, and there that little girl was smiling at me. Oh God. My heart just pounds right now thinking of it.
Yeah, that's so incredible.
That family was always there.
Yeah, what a great family. Great
Jake,
family.
just so you know, there's so many people watching right now on YouTube, and they're commenting, and you know, we even got a super chat here from Doug saying thank you for your service. You're a legend. There's so many people in this chat watching right now saying thank you for your service. Like, it's incredible, just this new technology to where we can connect like this, and it's so cool. But we're going to keep this going. We're going to bring some more people in. So Matthew, as you said, you're next. And
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
And while I get my
I know.
taken care of. I
know.
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
Everybody's wiping right now.
Yeah. You got me going today, Papa Jake.
Yeah.
Matthew, what's up? We haven't seen you in a while.
I've seen you guys in almost a year.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna start this up again.
Oh man.
Well, good to see you for sure. You have Papa Jake. Tell him where you're from and how old you are.
Hi, Papa Jake. I am Matthew Aronson. I am 28 years old, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Well, welcome. It's a pleasure meeting you, Matthew.
Is that a helmet that you wore, Papa Jake? See the helmet that he's wearing? It's a little dark. Can you turn the light on, Matthew? It's a little dark in front of you.
I can't see it.
Yeah, it's dark. You're back. Yeah, you need more light.
Sorry.
Yeah, you need it in front of you.
I think
not
that
behind
actually made it
you.
worse.
The light needs to be in front of you, not behind you.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
can't see. But I've got a helmet liner that looks just exactly like it.
Yeah.
That's all I brought. That's all I got from the war. The liner.
Is that all you saved?
With the netting, with the netting on it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yep, right inside there. Well, Matthew, go ahead.
I wanted to ask about what was the fighting in the hedgerows like after D-Day, leading up to St. Lo?
You're talking to somebody that avoided the hedgerows. I was in G3 of the Corps. I was in the command. So I didn't have to fight hedgerows. But those hedgerows killed a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
The Germans just laid in wait behind those things because they knew we were dumb enough to get through there, you know. So they just picked us off. Lost a lot of our friends.
Yeah, when you go through Normandy now, I mean, it's still, the hedgerows are still there. You get to see exactly what it's like. When you're going through, you see how difficult it would have been to try and fight through these things, and like how easily it would have been to hide.
See, I don't think it was even difficult. I thought it was just about impossible to stick your nose through there.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing going there during the summertime, so you can kind of get a feel of what they saw back in June. So I was out there last week, and I'm telling you, like, now that everything's all filled in, I mean, these little roads with the hedgerows, it's almost like a tunnel because they kind of come over, the two hedgerows, you know, kind of come over from the properties, and it's almost like you're going through a tunnel. It is so eerie and so strange.
That's a good description, Donnie. That's very good.
Yeah.
I remember listening in a documentary, they talked about how a hedgerow, it could hide a man or a tank. You could hide machine guns, Faust, just you had to figure that out.
Yeah, you could be going through the road and have no idea that there's tanks or guys on the other side of those hedges.
Well, they finally got wise. The ordnance department picked up these things out of the ocean that prevented us from getting in, and they were made out of this steel.
The hedgehogs.
Took them and put them on the front of the tanks.
Yeah, the Culin.
So they could bust right through the hedgerow.
Yeah. You see videos and pictures of that, and it's like, that's crazy. It's so cool.
Amazing.
Oh, that was awesome.
But that was some ordnance guy that was using his head.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta get creative.
Put those things back to work against the Germans.
Yeah, that's right.
American ingenuity right there.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
I love it. Matthew, do you have another question?
Yeah, this will be my last one. I'll let someone else come in. I was wondering if you remembered during the breakout, the Cobra bombings, Omar Bradley's big plan of breaking through when the bombs were dropped near St. Lo for the breakout. Do you remember the bombers going overhead and falling?
Oh, do I ever? Yeah. Well, we lost quite a few guys. The bombs, I think, took over 400 of our own people.
Friendly fire, yeah.
They were
Right,
dropped
fire.
behind. Yeah. Yes, I do remember. But it's war is hell. Yeah. And what does it accomplish, really, in the end? You're getting rid of the leaders.
Yeah.
And killing millions of guys that didn't want to be there in the first place.
Yeah. Absolutely unfortunate.
Look at us now with Germany, with France. Man, we're friends.
Yep.
We're friends. and proud of it, proud of being friends. If those leaders had to get out there and fight these wars, it would put an end to them, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
That's a
happen.
good point. I never
They
thought of it.
wouldn't have the guts to get out there, and as long as somebody else is doing it for you, take them all, take them all. Heck, they're only human.
Yeah. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Thanks for
I
being
like it.
on.
Yeah.
Well, if I can give a well, just a bit of a background to that. The friendly fire incident he's talking about happened with guys of the 30th Infantry Division, if I'm not mistaken, and those guys got hit twice during the bombs. About a few weeks later, they got hit again by friendly fire, and those are the same guys that wound up fighting in the Battle of Mortain just a few weeks after.
You know your stuff, man.
It was also that was the highest. I don't know the name. Maybe Papa Jake does, but the highest ranking officer in Europe was actually who died in the battles was actually killed during the Cobra bombings, and the only way to identify him were the 3 stars on his jacket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, cool. Matthew, good to see you again.
Hope to see you guys again too.
Thank you, Matthew.
Have a good one. Thanks, Matthew.
God bless you, sir. Thank you.
All right. You having fun still, Papa Jake?
Yeah. This is such an experience. My God, never did I ever think that I'd be sitting here talking about these things to somebody that was interested in them.
Yeah.
And knew what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I know.
And here we got a young lady here right now. Hey.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. And
it's a pleasure. It is a pleasure.
Well, I have been blessed to be raised by members of the greatest generation. My grandparents, Grandpa passed 5 years ago now. He was at Annapolis Naval Academy. His brother served on medical frigates in the Pacific during World War II. And my grandmother's still here. She'll actually be 98 this December. So you both are December babies.
Wow. Very cool.
She just got diagnosed stage 4 cancer. It's moved to the bones now. So I don't know how much longer we have, but we'll enjoy it. But they helped raise me, since my dad, who went in the Army in the Cold War, he was a tank commander, didn't exactly make good decisions on his first marriage. So I lucked out and I got to be raised by both him and his parents. So I think I have a unique perspective on how important it is for those of your generation, Mr. Larson, and what you went through, because I grew up.
The name is Jake. Mr. Larson, that was my dad's name.
Yes, sir. So and then, my husband was Air Force, 10 years, and an amazing man. I would have gone in, and then the kid showed up. So I'm like, okay, I guess I be a stay-at-home mom, and I go yell at the VA for my husband. Got it. So that's what I do. But I've been very blessed to have an awesome dad who was Army, and my grandfather being Navy, and then my husband being Air Force. So thank you so much, Jake, for everything that you did. For those that didn't come back, thank you. Thank you very much.
You can pick me up on YouTube or TikTok.
I will. I think rather than asking a question, I know you've been peppered with questions this whole live stream. Maybe something a little different. Is there anything from your experiences, both even before and even after the war, during, that you'd love to share with those who will see this, especially those who, unlike me, maybe haven't had the opportunity to talk with their grandparents, hear what they went through, or don't care? Things to pass on to the next generation. Because I will be sharing this with my grandmother, by the way. She's still in the hospital, so I'll be showing her the live stream. but anything that, you think would be really important to share.
I'll tell you, I'll share a hug and a kiss for your grandma.
Okay. She will love that.
And
her TV's not working in her hospital room, so she'll love seeing this. And she'll be tickled that I got the chance to talk with you. Because most of those she knew, I mean, Grandpa's been gone 5 years, everyone else she knew is gone. So, she's feeling her age. And she's the oldest one, I think, actually on the hospital floor right now. The nurses fight over who gets to see her because they love working with her. And it just tickles her. She's like, I'll adopt all of you and take you home. I'm like, yes, Grandma. But she's just been blessed to be able to see her great-grandchildren. In fact, they discussed World War II and the Depression in my daughter's 8th grade history class. I was amazed they even went into it. So I made a point of chiming in, because it was virtuals during COVID, and sharing things with her class, because what I remember growing up hearing as a child of, here's what we went through, this is how we rationed, here's how it all was during the war, and amazed her teacher and her students that I knew this info. It's like, grew up listening to it, we've got pictures, and sharing that with her classmates. And I've tried to instill in them, the appreciation for our veterans. In fact, my husband and I work very closely, like with you, Donnie Edwards, Your Best Defense Foundation. We work with an organization here in Arizona. It's called Mama B Southern Arizona Youth for Veterans. And she makes a point of going to the veteran care home at our main VA and distributing homemade quilts and pillows. She always makes sure there are doves to release if a veteran passes here in town, make sure that they get things. We also help feed the homeless. And that we've tried to instill in our kids, where my daughter's 14 and you think she just like hoard all of her clothes. Don't know if either one of you have daughters, but if you do and they're teenagers, it's like, I've got to have the newest thing and I got to hold on to it. No, my daughter goes through and goes, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Let's donate it. I've watched my son earn money for weeding my grandmother's yard, turn around and give it to a homeless man and go, here, sir, you need this more than I do.
Wonderful.
And I'm truly blessed by that. Both of my kids are autistic, so they're special needs. So it's even more poignant for me as a mom to see that. And anytime we see a veteran, they always stop and say thank you. And for some, it's brought them to tears because many, they don't see their grandkids or their great-grandkids for whatever reason. So my grandmother's probably going to be moved here in a couple of days to an assisted living. And I'm going to make a point of bringing my kids, not only see her, but everyone else there, especially if they don't have a lot of family visiting, and go, hi, we're here. And every Veterans Day, we try to do something, usually helping Mama V to distribute cards and such to the veterans at the care home.
Very cool. Well, do you have anything else you want to say to Papa Jake before we say goodbye
I hope
here?
you have a great 100th birthday. Happy early birthday, sir. And hopefully hearing how I'm raising my kids and the fact that so many young kids have been wanting to talk to you will give you some hope. Even for those that, don't appreciate your sacrifice and the sacrifice of many of your brothers who didn't come back. I appreciate them and I appreciate what you did, sir. And thank you for taking the time to talk to us and
Good
share
news
your
to you and your grandma.
I definitely will.
Papa Jake.
I will share this with her. It'll probably make her really happy and put a big smile on her face because she's sick and tired. She wants to get the heck out of the hospital.
Yeah,
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. She's like, I'm
Crystal,
done.
thank you so much for for what you do to recognize our greatest generation. I mean, we owe it to them, and we're so lucky to have men like Papa Jake sharing with us. So thank you for that.
Thank you again, sir.
Bye bye.
All right,
So much.
thanks for coming
Thank
by.
you for having me, guys. Thank
Got
you.
it. All
Take
right. Nice. All right, so we got Linda coming up next.
Okay, Linda.
And let's see who else we got in the room here. We got, after that, we'll do Stanislaw. I hope I said that right. And then Dylan, and then Roger. So Linda's coming up next. How you feeling, Papa Jake? You getting tired? Are you ready to keep going?
I have a daughter named Linda.
All right.
Right.
I
but
wonder
I
if
don't
this is
think
your
this,
daughter.
this is the same one.
We never know who it's gonna be.
Oh, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, for sure. Linda, you there?
I just see a name right now.
Yeah, it's on mute as well.
Yes, it is.
A couple more seconds.
Yep. Linda, where are you?
Donnie, you're coming in good and clear for me.
Oh, good, good. All right, we have Linda.
Hi.
Hello, Linda. You're on with Papa Jake, 99-year-old World War II veteran and also a D-Day veteran.
Thank you.
Hiya, Papa Jake.
Hi, Linda. I have a daughter named Linda.
Yes, Papa Jake, it's Linda from New Jersey.
Oh my God. She is like a daughter to me. She came here from New Jersey. Her and her husband came to meet me. God, I got tears.
Wow.
Things like this don't happen to a farm boy from Minnesota. No, it's crazy.
So that's right. That's right.
Oh, Linda, if you can turn down the volume on your YouTube stream, we can
Okay.
we're hearing the echo.
Okay, how's that?
That's probably good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Husband of yours in
Okay.
the background too.
So, Papa Jake, I just wanted to say I love you and so thrilled to see you close up. It's wonderful. And here's Mike behind me.
Hey, I see him back there. You can't hide from me, Mike.
And I can't hear you.
Don't you need to move this light on?
Oh, you can't?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Say I love you and
Oh, this is quite a delight.
Oh. Because I think we're hearing the YouTube stream as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, I just since we can't get the sound the way we want it, let's see here. Does that help?
I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
we can
Can you hear
yeah,
us?
loud and clear. You just have
We
to
can
turn
hear
it
you, but I don't know if you can hear us.
up. Just use the
I
Zoom.
can't hear you, but let me just Donnie and Austin, let me just tell you a story about Papa Jake and how we got connected.
All right.
Okay.
When there was a okay, there you go. I can't hear you, but let me just Donnie and Austin. Let me just tell you a
Yeah,
story
that's
about.
I don't know. Yeah, we're hearing the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so the when I heard a news article about Papa Jake and the folks at the bagel shop who were raising money for him to go to honor flight, I thought it was the neatest story ever. So I sent a note to him in care of the bagel shop, found out the zip code, and wouldn't you know, I got a note back.
Wow. Cool.
Which was great. And since then, I've gotten to know his family and had a wonderful visit.
That's awesome.
He is awesome. Kudos.
So can you hear us now, Linda?
Yeah, can you hear us?
I don't think she
So
can.
I am hoping to see you in November, Papa Jake.
That all I gotta do is stay alive.
That's it.
Job.
And my dad would be 100 in September. So, and of course, my name is Linda. So I feel very connected to you.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
Linda is my daughter's name.
Yeah. So Linda, can you still not hear us?
I can hear you a little bit.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming by. And if there's one last thing you want to say to Jake.
Here's a big hug for you, Linda. A big hug.
All right. I don't
Bye,
think
Papa Jake. And I got my honor flight shirt on.
Oh, yes.
Cool. Cool.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for coming by, Linda.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Gotta love them technical difficulties.
Yeah, sometimes you get those, it's all good. It's kind of a new platform. So people
It is what it is.
Yeah. Next time we'll put instructions on how to do it because sometimes people have the YouTube on as well. And
Yeah.
Zoom into YouTube. There's a
All
10
right. Now we're bringing in Stanislaw. I hope I'm saying that right. It's got like a little line through the L. I don't know what that is.
Florzak.
Stanislav Florzak. What a name. I like that.
Oh, pretty cool.
That it kind of flows out there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hello, we can
Oh,
hear
yeah,
you. Did I say your name right? Stanislav?
Pretty much.
Correct me. Help me. What?
Flosak. Stanislav Flosak.
Florzak. Yep.
Yes, Slavic name.
All
Slavic.
right.
Well, introduce yourself. You have Papa Jake here. Tell him where you're from and how old you are.
Well, hello there, Papa Jake. I am from Poland and I am 16 years old.
Wow, all the way from Poland.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing this day with me. I'm 99.
Nice to meet you.
In December, I'll be 100.
Wow.
If I live that long.
It's really great age. I have never met person in this advanced age.
You have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am glad. Well, I have two quick questions.
Go for it.
Well, first question is how, what was the coming home after being discharged like?
What was coming home like?
After being discharged.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you said you were out there for 3 years.
Yeah, I left from the Battle of the Bulge. I didn't even finish all that. I had a chance to go home for 45 days. And it took me 80 some days to get there. And then I'm home, and it's not very long. You're ready to go back. But instead of sending me back, I was one of the first 12 discharged before the war is over. Oh. You talk about lucky. The luckiest man in the world. That's the title of my book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And what was it like in America when during that time, like were people still
everybody that was able was serving in some military way or working special details. Women were great. They kept the war going by manufacturing things with the help of those that weren't able to serve in the service. And my God, everybody worked together.
That's great.
I have a little thing I want to put in now. In 1941, I joined the National Guard when I was 15 years old in Owatonna, Minnesota. And every 3 months, I'd get a check for $12. It kept me going. Didn't have any money. I had to work for my room and board, and just put me into the military. I think I'm alive today because of my military training. So when we were put in the federal service, and shipped over to England and Ireland. I landed in North Ireland. And I got busted over there from a corporal to a private. But all of a sudden I was picked up by G3 of Fifth Corps. I didn't even know what I was going into. Talk about lucky. I got in on the planning of the invasion.
It's pretty crazy. Now, Papa Jake, like when you came home in America, like, did it seem sparse? Like I feel like half the country was gone.
Oh, it was half the country was gone. The other half was still working. They weren't manufacturing any cars or anything like that. It completely different. So completely different. And they were saving their grease from cooking things, and it was made into ammunition.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Cooking grease. It's incredible. They saved.
Oh, that's something I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Everybody couldn't throw their grease away or dispose of it. You have special containers you put it in. Even if it turned rancid, they could still use it.
Wow. Interesting. Well, Stanislaw, tell me how to say it right.
Stanislav.
That's good.
Stanislav.
All right.
Yeah.
I love it.
I can even say that, Stanislav.
Well, I don't mind.
What's your other question?
Well, other question is not about World War II. Papa Jake, have you ever met a Civil War veteran?
Wow.
Ooh. Did you ever meet a Civil War veteran?
I never met one, but I was alive when the last one died.
Wow.
I was about 12 years old, I think.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's weird to think about.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You think about it, but you know, it's interesting, right? You think about it, but you think about like, you know, Elia or Gia, like these 12-year-old kids, right? Making this connection with almost a 99-year-old World War II veteran. Think about when they're our age, right? And we're asking these questions.
Yeah. So, and like they of course they didn't have the technology to do something like this back then, where now this is so special. Like kids get that opportunity where they would have never had back then, which is really cool.
Yeah, look at Stanislaw. He's in Poland. He's all the way in Poland, and he's here talking live with Papa Jake for World War II.
It is so amazing. And the Polish people, Hitler just walked on them, just killing them off.
Yeah,
like they were pests. What a tragedy.
Truly. Yeah. Stanislaw, do you have any family members that served in World War II?
Yes, I have. My great grandpa fought in World War II from two sides, and some of my family members died in that war, were murdered by Germans. Both of my great grandpas died in this war.
I tell you what, Donnie and I visited Poland, 7 years ago now?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
6-7 years ago. And we went to all the concentration camps. And for me, I probably learned more doing that trip than, man, any other thing we did. Like so much history and so much tragedy. And to see some of the camps that are still there before the Germans destroyed them, really is eerie and really puts into perspective what happened over there. And I wish everybody could visit Auschwitz or visit Poland and see the reality of what happened over there and why why we were over there trying to end all this.
Yeah, well, it started September 1st, 1939.
Yeah.
People don't know, but on that day, the Germans attacked Poland, but also the Russians, the Soviet Union attacked Poland as well. And not a lot of people know that. Talk about Poland, man. They're just right on the, right at the cusp, like right where everything kind of started at. And it's incredible strength and which what your country and your people have gone through.
What part of Poland are you in?
Central part. There's this city, Łódź.
Okay.
Yeah, central part.
Yeah, because I think we went from one end to the other, man. We did a long trip.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to get back there for sure. But Stanislaw, anything else you want to say to Papa Jake before you go?
Well, Papa Jake, I just wanted to thank you for your service, for what you did for the whole world.
Yep.
And I wanted to wish you I just wanted to have a nice day. Sorry.
The honor is all mine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He's having a great day today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
all right. So great to meet you, Stanislaw. Thank you so much for being interested in this at such a young age. And send us an email at info@bdf.org and we'll send you out a shirt. Give us your shirt size and your address and all that.
Okay.
We'll make it happen worldwide.
The next time you come on, you can have a BDF shirt. Represent.
Right. That's right.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I will.
Have a great one.
This is for the whole entire world. Defense. I mean, we're all in this together, understanding history and making sure it's not repeated and pass it on to the next generation. And you, my friend, are the next generation, not just here in America, but in Poland, all around the world. So thank you.
All right.
Well,
so good to meet you.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
Well,
all right.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
All right. You too.
Thank you. Thank you for the.
Papa Jake, pretty crazy.
All the way from Poland.
So many people, so many young kids. It's not just America. It's just so powerful to see all these young kids that are so interested in your story and what your generation did.
Yep.
We didn't have much choice. We didn't have much choice.
Yeah. But you did it anyway, and you did it proudly, and you unrelenting, man. I love it. All right, so here's Dylan. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Dylan?
Guys. Can you hear us? Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Well, you're on with Papa Jake.
I didn't get your name.
Where are you from?
My name is Dylan. I'm 18 and I'm from England.
Oh, wow. Well,
good to see you guys again.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen you for a couple of years. Like just like the other ones. Like he looked a lot younger last time I saw him.
I think the last time I joined was when you did it with Howard Buford or something.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Well, you're on with Papa Jake. Go for it.
Okay, so hi, Papa Jake. I just had one question for you, if that's all right, which is how does it feel to be a celebrity?
What?
How does it feel to be a celebrity?
TikTok star, a celebrity.
Celebrity. I'm just an old man. Man, think of it. 99 years old. In December, I'm going to be 100 years old. It's unbelievable for me. I can't understand how that's happened. And the thing that's more unbelievable about me is the fact I don't have extra pains. I don't have any.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed.
Yeah. Did you ever think, Papa Jake, at 99 years old, that you will be a celebrity? I mean, everybody knows you all around the world. I mean, on the Today Show and all over the world. 99 years old, you're a celebrity. How does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel? It's unbelievable. That's all I can say. This can't be happening to me. My God, I joined the National Guard when I was 15 years old.
Yep.
15 years old.
And I know a lot of, oh, sorry.
And people say, what did your family say? What did your dad and mother say? My dad and mother, this was the Depression. They said, my God, if he can make his own living, that's one less. I was from a family of 8.
Yeah.
If I could make my own living and work my way through high school by working for my room and board, they applauded that.
Power to it. More power to you. Go for it.
Yes, it was a way of getting through. If
Yeah.
I hadn't done that, I would not be here today. I wouldn't have lived through the war.
Dang.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people get worried and don't like these new technologies and new softwares like TikTok and YouTube, Zoom, all this stuff. But I mean, it opens up possibilities like this, and it opens up possibilities where millions of young people are on TikTok, and all of a sudden a video of Papa Jake comes on, and they all of a sudden get to connect with the World War II veteran. They get to hear his stories, follow along with everything you say. I mean, my kids are on TikTok, and I love that even in all the garbage or whatever that's coming through, stuff like Papa Jake and stuff we're doing is able to connect with young people. And so, love it or hate it, here we are, and there's wonderful things coming out of it. So I think it's great.
Yeah, it's just another vehicle to connect the generation, right? Because
cool.
Because so many young kids now know who Papa Jake and what his generation did because of TikTok, because of seeing him talking. It's just amazing that you can make the connection, which is so special.
I mean, here we are talking with a guy from England.
Yeah. Amazing.
What time is it in England right now? Like 8 o'clock?
It's 8 o'clock in the evening, so it's getting late.
Yeah.
It's sunny out there.
We're just waking up over here.
But yeah, if I can just say, I've been blessed to have so many opportunities through this platform and to the BDF, to talk to many World War II veterans, which I wouldn't have if it wasn't for this platform. So it's great.
Sure. Yeah, very cool.
Wonderful. I mean,
And
we can
all this was born out of tragedy with COVID and all that. Just okay, we can't go anywhere. What do we do now? And here we are. We do this, and it's
You all have to remember, us old veterans are passing on. We're passing on more each day. I am very fortunate. I was 3 years younger than this when I joined. Man, I wasn't even halfway through high school.
Yeah.
And it's strange. So how in the world am I still around here? All my buddies are gone. All my buddies are gone. I'm the only one alive that I was in the
You're still
circle.
here. We're glad you're still here.
It's crazy. It's plain crazy.
Yeah, well, you're definitely keeping their stories alive, and
definitely.
Yes, sir.
Continue it, right? So
And I think that's the one.
We're no longer here, they're never gone.
Yep.
There is a God. I'm living proof.
There you
I'm
go.
living proof. They want me to be here. They want me to tell these stories.
Oh,
I get kudos for telling the stories. How come I'm so popular on TikTok and YouTubes and all that stuff? How come I'm so popular?
It's because you're so fun to listen to.
I'm not a great speech writer. I just tell it like it was.
Yeah, you speak from the heart.
I'm not making these stories up. The stories are made up by me living those stories.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
It's plain crazy.
Well, Dylan, it was great to see you again. You got anything else you want to say to Papa Jake?
Yeah, just thank you so much, Papa Jake. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. And BDF, thank you once again for everything.
Good news for you, Dylan.
Right on. We'll send us an email and we'll send you out our latest Born Primitive
new shirt.
Thanks very much.
Born Primitive Remember D-Day shirt.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you soon, hopefully.
See you guys.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
We got time.
So we have maybe 4 more people left in the lobby. So Jake, you still doing good?
Oh, this is rejuvenating me.
Oh, good. That's what we like to hear. All right, so we're gonna bring in Roger next, and then after that we got Steven, Nathan, and Justin, and I think we'll call it good after that.
Sounds good. Sounds
all right,
good.
Roger coming in.
All right.
Roger Dodger. Boom, boom, boom. This is so fun, Papa Jake. I'm so glad you're able to do this.
Yeah, thank you for being part of this live stream. It's very special, really is. Well, Roger, how you doing? You're on with Papa Jake.
Yeah, hi, Papa Jake. It's Roger from Lurgan, Northern Ireland.
Oh,
from Lurgan. That's awesome.
Nice to see you.
Hi, Roger.
Oh, hi. Hi, Carlin.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. Papa.
What an honor this is.
Papa Jack, I'd just like again to thank you and your generation for the service and sacrifice, so that we can all enjoy a way of life that otherwise we probably wouldn't be enjoying. It was really, really good to meet you and your family whenever you were over in Lurgan. I'm glad you had a good time. And I have a couple of questions. I hope this isn't. I hope this question is suitable to ask. But are you concerned about what is happening in Ukraine, and what lessons have you learned in your lifetime that would help the younger generations?
God, it seems like it's a pathetic thing to happen to the Ukraine. I think there's something wrong with the leader of Russia. They've got everything they need. They own more of the world than anybody else. All I can think of, this stuff is happening, is greed. They get all the benefits from the countries anyway.
Well, it's just like you were talking about before. It's leaders.
Yeah, you said that before.
Senseless wars happen, but leaders won't go out and do it themselves.
Yeah.
Get out and fight these things themselves, there would be no more war. Maybe it's coming to that.
Yeah.
But it's pathetic. Pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think everybody wants to live. Everybody wants to live a good life, healthy life, raise a family, have a good life. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what country you come from. I think it's pretty, universal throughout the entire world. And it's unfortunate that you have the actions of a few leaders that kind of disrupt and change the whole aspect.
Well said, Donnie. Appreciate it.
And you think being involved in World War II, you think like it's history repeating itself. Like how does that even get to that point?
How many times does this have to happen?
I know.
Right. Are we learning?
Yeah.
Not very fast.
We need to get these leaders on a TikTok, on a Zoom with you, and you can talk.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
That's how we solve the world's problems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a Zoom with Papa Jake.
Yeah.
They would quiet me down pretty fast.
Oh, there's no quieting you down. Come on. You tell them how it was.
But Roger, that trip to North Ireland was one of the epitomes of my life. I don't know how else to put it. And you guys I don't know how to say how welcome I was. But when we were walking down the street, people would stop and saying, are you Jake Larson? Yeah, I am. God, I'm tearing up.
Yeah.
But
That's special.
what an honor to be over to North Ireland there with my family. And the way I was treated, my God, it's unbelievable, the whole thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it truly is. I mean, I was following that trip out there to Ireland. And when your granddaughter was posting the videos and photos, and you posed by the little monument that you took a picture.
Yeah.
And all these years later, I don't have that photo right now on me, but I'll try to find it when before and after. This is when you took it before, during the war, and then you had an opportunity to be right there. I mean, I got goosebumps just thinking about it right now. It's just, that's what it's about, full circle closure, and just, yeah, it's amazing, truly.
Yeah,
we cannot thank Roger enough. He was instrumental in putting the pieces of the puzzle together for the trip over there. And it was so amazing, and it just blew us all away.
I got tears right now, Roger.
Well done, Roger. Well done. Putting smiles
on
one's face. That's what it's about. There's so many great people, that share in the same passion, the same purpose of giving, the very best to you. You've already paid. You've already served, and it's just the way that so many people like you, Roger, that give back to great men like Jake Larson. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Roger, is there one last thing you want to say to him before we move on?
Last thing, probably, I hope to see you again, Jack. I'll maybe get over to California sometime, get to that bagel store.
Love it.
All right, make it happen.
If we'll talk to somebody upstairs to see if that could be arranged.
Cool.
Okay,
Roger,
nice to see you again.
It's good to see you. Thanks, Roger.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Good work, Roger. Wow, that was a nice surprise for you, Jake.
It got tears from this old man's eyes, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. So many amazing people.
The world is loaded with them.
Yeah.
If you don't get the idiots trying to show off.
That's right. All right, so we got Steven coming in now. I don't know if we know Steven or not. We'll see.
Hello, Steven, you there?
There's somebody.
All right, Steven, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Hey, Steven,
I can
welcome.
hear you.
Welcome.
All right, we can hear you.
You're on with Papa Jake Larson. Tell him where you're from and how old you are.
Hey, Papa Jake. Just wanted to say I'm finally glad to be on here and to be able to speak with you. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Nice.
Wow. And both my grandfathers.
We hear you.
What happened? We can hear you.
Oh, you can hear okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, yes, we're listening to you.
Yeah.
The last thing you said was both my grandfathers.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to turn off the YouTube because you're probably getting an echo. It's a delay. So just listen to it while you're talking.
When you're listening through Zoom, mute your YouTube.
Yeah, mute YouTube.
Okay. I think we're on now.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
You're on.
Okay. How's it going, Austin? Hey, Donnie.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just saying that I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. both my both my grandfathers were both World War II veterans, and I grew up studying a lot about everybody who serves, you know, from a very young age. I mean, I kind of grew up with the big victory in Desert Storm, and that was like my upbringing. And I also began hearing both stories from both my grandfathers, and one of them did land on Omaha Beach. It was actually 3 days after D-Day, and the other was in the Navy, who served in the Pacific in the campaign against Japan. But anyway, I've been following y'all for quite a while, and I was hoping to get a chance to talk to you and everything. And Papa Jake, I just wanted to say that it's good to hear from you. And but first off, I want to just ask you, what was it like visiting Normandy once again? Like, what was that experience like for you?
Well, it was a little bit different experience. There were so many obstacles put in our way. It's amazing. We had special units of the Navy working to clear some of those obstacles before we were even landing on D-Day.
Wow.
They were working there. The Germans didn't even know they were there. They got in there and cleared some of the obstacles from us. That would blow us up.
Wow.
God, it's amazing that. And then when it opened up, I got a chance to go in, and for 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours, I just circled around and around. And man, those guys that were with me, they got seasick.
Oh, geez.
Those rough seas. There is a God. I don't get seasick. And I'm sitting way at the back of the boat there and going around in circles. Come to find out, the resistance the Germans put up was so terrific, they could not get ashore. Eisenhower was about to call the whole thing off. Well, and I'm just circling around. Thank God they didn't.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to hear these stories. I mean, it's like you hear something new every time. I mean, it's like there's like one part that you read about, you know, different sectors where men were struggling to get up on the cliffs. They were pinned down. So many were killed. But in different areas, I mean, they actually had support from the Navy and from the air as well. So, I mean, it's just amazing to hear these stories that, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's many more that we probably don't even know about, but that's an amazing event. And I'm glad you're still here to tell us, Papa Jake.
Absolutely. Glad to hear that.
I'm the only one left in my outfit that I joined with.
Show the book, Donnie. Show the book.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh,
Luckiest man alive.
Yeah, really. Luckiest man alive.
The luckiest man in the world is the title of the book.
Oh,
those watching, pick up that book.
Well, I'll have to definitely look out for that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, can you get it on Amazon? Where can I get this book at, Papa Jake?
Where do they get the book, Papa Jake?
Amazon.
Amazon.
And
Amazon, okay.
Remember to tell them it's Papa Jake Larson, and your co-writer.
That's right. So many of the guys that we take back and all this stuff, they all written books. They all have amazing stories. That
Yeah, they all have amazing stories. You can dig deeper into you know, Papa Jake's story. I mean, I know so much about him just from this book. I mean, the shakes, the heart attack. I mean, just like the blood poisoning, like all the different stuff, you know, growing up, and it's just wonderful.
Right.
Each and every one of these stories that you give here,
I have
they grip
another
your
word
heart.
I have another word for when they say it's wonderful. It's unbelievable. It's hard for me to understand why 99 years old, in just a few months I'm going to be 100 without an ache or a pain.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Amazing.
How is that possible? Unless you got help from above.
The luckiest man in the world, as
The
you said.
luckiest man in the world. And
That title speaks volume.
Donnie, you got the book right there.
It does.
That's the second time I started to write that book. I started writing the book with my daughter, and
that's awesome.
She got over medicated and lost the book, lost it all in the computer. So I was just about ready to give up. And then Rita Carlson comes to the bagel shop, and she's listening from the side. She's out looking for a new job, and she's listening to my stories. And we invite her over to sit with. She says, you ought to write a book about this. Well, I started that already. It says, I've already started that. No more book writing for me. I don't have the ambition and the help. She volunteered.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. Rita Carl.
I think she's watching this whole thing right now.
Well,
Rita
Carlson, get on.
my savior.
Well, if she is, thank you very much for doing that, Rita.
Yeah, well, cool. Well, Stephen, anything else you want to say to Papa Jake before you go?
Yeah. Well, anyway, as you sit here telling your story about what you went through, and as we all like listen to your experiences and what you had to go through, and now with this whole new generation coming on to hear your story and know about your dedication to your duty and like what you did to accomplish so we can continue our American dreams back home. If you had a chance to speak to the whole American public and make a statement about what would be good for this new generation, what would you say?
Yeah, wars are terrible. Who wins? Who wins? A few leaders trying to put feathers in their hats. The sacrifice that the public has to go through, breaking up families. People aren't even living out their life. I am so blessed. I'm sitting here talking to you, 99 years old, going on 100. My God, I got to wash clothes this morning. I've washed my clothes. I don't ask any help. I don't have an ache or a pain in my body. How is that possible at 99 years old? How is it possible? Think of it. Why am I still remembering things that happened 80 years ago? 80 years ago, and I can remember them right down to the. It's crazy.
It's pretty wild. It's unbelievable.
It is very unbelievable.
I tell you, I need to make a super cut of the.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things while I was editing the video is I have microphones on these guys like almost the whole time, and I just like so many times I'm listening through and I cheer. It's just unbelievable.
Oh
Like,
yes.
I need to make like a
It
snippet
is.
of like every
It's
time you said that
unbelievable.
over there. Because
Yeah.
over in France, like
Well,
everywhere we went, Papa Jake's like, this is unbelievable.
It is that way.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool. Really.
All right. Well, thank you
It's
very
also
much for your
crazy.
time.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, Stephen.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you,
Sounds
Steve.
good.
Thank
Email.
you, sir. God bless you.
We'll send you out a shirt.
All right.
So long,
You do.
Austin and Donnie.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Wow.
All right, now let's bring on an old friend. Looks like we haven't seen this Nathan. We haven't seen him in a while. He's probably going to look a lot different. Look at that. I don't
All
even
right.
recognize him.
All right.
Nate,
Nate,
you look a lot older now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Grown up.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good. How about you?
Good. Just living the dream over here.
I like
Awesome.
it. I like it. I like it.
All right, well, you're on with Papa Jake. Introduce yourself. Tell them where you're from, how old you are.
Oh, hi, Papa Jake. I'm 15. My name's Nate, and I'm from Michigan.
Well, welcome. Welcome to this broadcast. I had a lot of welcome so far this morning. And what are you, about 13, 12, 13?
I'm 15.
15.
15?
15.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think I'm losing my sight. Or you guys are growing up faster.
Oh, he's definitely getting older for sure.
Yeah. You're 15?
Yes, sir.
When I was 15, I joined the National Guard in Minnesota.
That's right.
That's
Can you imagine
crazy.
lying about your age?
Yeah,
right
not
now,
lying about
joining
my
a war?
age.
Wow.
But
Wow.
I had a destiny. I wanted to make that all that money.
That $12 a month.
That's right. Goes a long way.
Every 3 months, I'd get a check for $12. $12. Man, it was like money from heaven.
Wow.
All right.
Crazy.
Wow.
All right, Nathan, the floor is yours. Go ahead and ask him a question.
Thank you. So, Papa Jake, one question I have is, what gun did you have during Normandy? Like during the invasion, what weapon did you use?
The M1 3006
Okay.
rifle.
That's cool.
Automatic rifle. We got that gun. It was like a savior to us. We had the 03
Yeah.
bolt action,
Mm-hmm.
and
And make that
this
when the
this
clip
really
ran out.
we had a gun that outdid the Germans at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were using their bolt action rifles.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we had before. We had the Springfields, and
Yeah.
got the M1 Garand. Matter of fact, my grandfather's unit, 25th Infantry Division, was one of the first units to receive the M1 Garand. Actually, he received it before the bombing in Japan, December 7th, which is pretty amazing. But those weapons were amazing, and I think George Patton once quoted saying that it's the finest instrument in the war. Yeah.
I second.
Yeah.
Have you ever shot one of those, Nate?
No.
Oh,
I have
they're pretty
last
cool.
weekend in my reenactment group, we had a big reenactment for World War II. And I got to shoot off a 30 cal. It's pretty fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You get a chance.
They got a little kick to it. So
What's that?
that old 30 caliber Springfield had a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People after shooting on the range, man, they'd come out black and blue. You gotta hold that thing tight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Nate, you got another one?
Yeah. What was your favorite memory? Like the funniest moment during World War II that you had, Papa Jake?
funniest moment?
A
Yeah.
lighthearted moment.
Man, you're catching me by surprise here.
Yeah, any funny stories that happened, like when you were overseas? Any funny stories that kind of like just pique your mind right now?
Age appropriate, of course.
Well, I came over with the 34th Division, and I was company clerk. I was company clerk. I was supposed to be a sergeant. I was promoted to corporal, and I ran the company clerk for headquarters company for about 6 months there, and I'm a corporal, and I look up the rating I'm supposed to get. I'm supposed to be a sergeant with a corporal helper. Man. So when the Captain Ray J. Erickson came up there and was telling me to do something, I says, the captain, I says, how come I'm not promoted to a sergeant? I'm supposed to be a sergeant doing this job with a corporal helper. He says, oh, I gave your rating to one of my friends before you were even here. So we'll just forget about this. If you need help, I'll get you help. So he gave me a corporal helper that couldn't type. Man, that was help. He sat there and looked at me doing the work.
Thanks for the help.
So that's when the Japanese hit Pearl Harbor. So right away, our commanding officer came out and talked to all the company clerks are together in the same building. We have our own typewriter and stuff. The commanding officer, a full bird colonel, came out and talked to us, and he says, you go back and tell your company commander that I'm authorizing leave because we're going to go to war, and so I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
Yeah,
Yes, you are. I have your book too.
Oh, do you? You have it. You have it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's awesome.
This stuff shouldn't be happening to me, but it is. I shouldn't be going on 100 years old without an ache or a pain in my
Oh,
body.
you deserve it, Papa Jake.
Yeah, totally deserve it.
Yes, you do.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So all this stuff, growing up on a farm, milking cows by hand, no electricity, no running water, it prepared me for anything to come. Anything was better than that. And
I hear a lot of people say like they went into the war because it was better than the life they were living.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is a crazy thing to think about.
Yeah.
Well, I give it a lot of thought. How come I'm sitting here talking to you guys now? I don't have an ache or a pain in my body. Not one. I was up and washed my clothes this morning. I do it once a week.
That's awesome.
God, I'm able to do it. I don't want somebody else coming over here saying, "Oh, I got to do the old man's clothes," you know. I am an old man.
Well, you start over again. When you turn 100, you start over again.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Donnie.
Hey, do you
Appreciate
have
that.
another question?
You'll be a young man.
No, that was it.
Oh, well, cool. Well,
When you get to thinking about me, I have been to Europe 4 times in the last 3 years. 4 times. Think of that. That stuff is impossible. I've been to Washington, D.C. I've been to General Patton's home place in Massachusetts.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
These things are for dignitaries to be going to, not a little old farm boy from Hope, Minnesota. My God, this is unbelievable. And then Donnie and his wife invite me over there to D-Day. God, what a wonderful thing.
Yes.
And I appreciate it so much. Coming from nothing, how could you get much lower than a farmer that wasn't making enough money to even send or pay for his sons going to high school? My dad didn't have any money. It was depression.
Yeah.
And I lived through all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. It makes you appreciate what you got. And I'm appreciating this moment. I can't believe 99 years old. I'm sitting here talking to you guys about my experience over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, there is a God. I'm living proof.
Well, it makes you who you are today. The things that you went through.
Yeah.
And all the things that you went through, it's just, it brought you here today with us. And we're truly honored. Nathan, you have anything you want to say before you go?
Thank you for your service, Papa Jake. And it was amazing finally being able to talk to you. Because I've been following your journey all over TikTok.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in.
No problem, Papa Jake.
Awesome. Nathan, keep it up, buddy. You're you're the tip of the spear. You're making it happen, and keep it alive. And thank you for what you're doing.
No problem. Thank you guys for what you're doing too. It's fun watching your journey going to Normandy and Germany, all over the Europe.
Yep, we love it. All right.
All right, buddy.
Have a good one.
Nate.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, cool. Is that the last one, Austin?
Looks like we got one more in here.
All right, let's do one more, and then I have a question that we can end it on.
All right, cool. Now, I don't know how to say this name. Geno? I don't know.
That looks like a Geno.
That's the guy you
Geno.
I sent a book to this guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if he gets on.
Geno
I think it is.
All right, we'll see. All right.
Geno?
Can you hear us?
I hear you guys. Can you hear me too?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and hear your YouTube because we can hear the echo. All right, we can hear you.
Hi, guys. Yeah, you can hear me? You also can
Oh,
see
yeah.
me?
Yep.
All right. Hi, Papa Jake.
Hi, Geno.
Hi.
And where are you from?
Holland, I think. Netherlands.
Oh, he just froze.
He froze. If he is in Holland, that's that classic Holland Wi-Fi.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it is.
Start moving around the room. It should stay still. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Don't move.
Don't move.
move.
Oh, he froze again.
He's not moving.
Either took it very literally or he's frozen.
Oh, there you are.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
Oh, we are back. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's Holland. Sorry.
Don't move around.
Go ahead. You're live
Stand
with Papa
still.
Jake. Where are you from?
I'm from Limburg in Holland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm 27 years old, and I just want to make sure to tell the generation after me what's happened here in World War II, and to help tell the stories to all the children that it will never be forgotten. That's just so important.
It's
right.
Sure is.
We had an opportunity to go down to Limburg province back in 2019, and it was probably one of the most amazing experiences that I've been a part of. I mean, I couldn't tell you like how amazing the people from that area were. I mean, it was just so welcoming and just incredible. I mean, I'll never ever forget the parades from one town to the next town in Bockenberg and all over the place, all the way to Maastricht. It was just unbelievable. So thank you.
Yeah, actually, that's a nice fact. The place where I was born is Maastricht.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. And then I saw the stories, from the Best Defense Foundation with Papa Jake. And it's I don't know. I just got emotional. And I thought I have to get his book. I have to read his story about his life, and then get in touch with his son Colin.
He's there.
Yeah.
He's right there.
He's right here, right now. Get on there.
There he
Hi,
is.
Colin.
Carol,
How are you?
Doing good.
How are you?
Good.
So yeah, I finished the book just in 3 days. I was positive with the coronavirus, and I thought, what can I do? I was in a really bad condition, in a bad state. I thought, what am I going to do? So I read the book, read the story. Yeah, it was so much emotional, funny, and interesting too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Papa Jake, I just got one big question to you.
Fire away there.
Like if you watch the movie like Saving Private Ryan or something, you see always at the end of the operation, like on D-Day, at the end of the day, that some memories coming back, like that they looking over the beach or over the place. And I was thinking, what were you thinking at the end of the day from D-Day, from what happened to you and what you saw on that day?
There was no chance that I was thinking of when I'm coming back to it. I'm trying to get through that alive. We loaded up 3 days before. We were supposed to land yesterday. See, we were supposed to land on the 5th.
Yeah.
And the weather didn't permit it. We landed on the 6th, and it was rough. It was rough. And
So at the end of the day on June 6th, Papa Jake, what did you think?
what did I think?
At the end of the day on June 6th.
Yeah.
I thought I'll never get out of this world alive. Really, the Germans didn't like it that we came in there,
Right. Oh yeah.
They tried to kill us.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a joke.
I know.
But
no, Papa Jake, what I've heard before from some veterans is said, like, because if you on that day or through the war, if you try not to get injured or not to get hit, kind of stopped you from going all out and doing your job. But, those who just kind of resolve to the fact that, what, I'm already gone and I got nothing to lose, were able to.
We went in there with the idea we're going to make it pretty rough for whoever we're opposing.
Yeah. Did you have the mindset of like, I'm most likely going to die, but I'm going to take
I never thought I was going to die. I always thought I had the ability to when I came in, there were 30 of us in that boat. I sat right next to the operator. I was the first guy on there. And I'm looking at all these guys, and we're going around and around and around, and the seas were high, 3 foot or more waves there, and these guys were starting to lose their breakfast.
Wow.
See, all over the place there. Kind of made me feel sick, just watching them.
Chain reaction.
There is a chain reaction. I don't get seasick. Thank God. There is a God. That is my favorite saying. There is a God. And think of it. God, I'm 99 years old, going to be in less than, in December, I'm going to be 100 years old. I don't have aches or pains. How come I don't have aches or pains? How come everybody around me is gone? Every person I was in the service with has gone. Why am I kept here? There's got to be a reason. This is the reason right now. This is the reason. There's Donnie. He and his wife gave me a trip back to the 78th anniversary of D-Day. God, see, I don't forget all that stuff. My mind is still active.
That it is. That it is.
And the reason I'm here is to tell some of these stories that I was blessed with.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you have one last thing you want to say to Papa Jake before you go?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I think I can talk with all the people of here in the Netherlands. We can't thank you enough for what you did here back in the World War II, because our whole country was occupied for like 5 years. It was a terrible situation, like I heard from my grandfathers who were also serving in the Second World War. But yeah, I can't thank you enough, guys. Also you, Donnie, from the Best Defense Foundation, and Austin, what you're doing. Yeah, it's fabulous. It's fantastic. So thank you. Thank you all.
Love the Netherlands, man. They know how to celebrate. Over there.
Oh yeah.
They know how to celebrate. They remember, and we love how much every time we go to a school or anything, we love how much it's taught there, and the kids appreciate it and they love it. And it's one of those countries that you guys will keep that alive forever, and that's so important. And man, it's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
we
we're trying to get out there for September, but it's a little difficult, a little challenging right now with the airports and the luggage, and, some things, and the coronavirus, and
yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this year. There's a lot of things that we can't control, so we want to make sure that if we do go out there, things are aligned. But trust me, we'll
get back as soon as we can.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll send you out a Remember D-Day shirt.
And
thank you very much.
All you guys, kudos from Papa Jake. You made my day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
That's awesome. All right. Thanks. And is it Jano?
Yeah, you say it right. You say it very right.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Well, wow, Papa Jake, this was I think this is probably our longest live stream. Is that right, Austin?
I think so. 3 hours.
Yeah, so many people that want to talk to you, Papa Jake. I mean, Papa Jake, the TikTok star, he's truly a celebrity at 99 years old. And, we all have a calling. Like you said, unbelievable, luckiest man in the world, because you're here today telling your story and telling the story of your brothers and sisters that are no longer here. Like you said, you're the last surviving member of your unit. And it's important that you're connecting and you're sharing and you connect with the next generation. Just truly amazing. And we at the Best Defense Foundation couldn't be more honored to have you part of the BDF family now. I mean, trust me, we're going to keep you active and keep you going. And you have those little veteran cards that you have to share your story, get out to schools, and let people know what you guys did. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts so much.
Thank you, Donnie. It's a pleasure working with you and your wife. My God, I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel the same way.
Welcome. Lola's looking down right now. And
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, she's smiling.
That's awesome. Well, we do have one person left in the waiting room who didn't get in.
Well, bring him on.
We want to get you ready for it, Papa
Yes.
J? All right. All right. I didn't realize we had. I thought that was the same guy who was just in, but let's bring him on. We'll do one last one. Justin. He's got a World War II photo there. Justin, can you hear us?
Justin, you there? Oh, here he comes.
All right. I didn't realize you had. I thought that was the same guy who was just in, but.
Justin, you got to mute your YouTube.
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Justin. I think you might know my brother Noah. Brother Noah spoke to you quite recently over the phone. But I'm Justin. I'm 17, and I'm Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, nice.
I think I correspond with you and talk to you before.
Oh yes, I met quite a few of the fellas from the BDF trip at the hotel in Atlanta.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. See, I do have a memory.
yes. You certainly do, for sure. I'll tell you that.
It was great seeing you guys down there. It was a really good thing you guys are doing, taking all those veterans back to Normandy. It's a very great thing to do.
We loved it. It's what we do.
Yeah. Well, you're on with Papa Jake. You got a question for him?
How come you managed to get right in at the end there, Justin? You're always a pleasure to listen to. I'll tell you that.
Thank you. But I don't really have any questions. But it's not really about military service. It's about the 1940s. What was life like back then? Was it much different than today?
It was a different kind of. We had no one of color in our outfits. Strange when you get to thinking about that.
Yeah.
And we were, when you're in the service, you don't complain about anything. You take it like it is.
Yep.
Because if you're a complainer, boy, you find you found extra duty.
That's right.
So you don't complain. And God, it's a wonderful thing, though.
What type of car do you drive?
It's a wonderful thing that you can meet so many different people, and you can get the same goal. You end up with the same goal. You don't look at them as different. We're all there for the same reason.
Yep.
To get this stuff done, to get it over with.
Get in and get out.
Yep. What type of car do you drive?
To me, they took my driver's license away here when I turned 95.
Oh.
But look, I got blessed. I don't have to pay license fee for that. I don't have to buy insurance for that son of a gun. Man, oh man, you live in California. It
ain't cheap.
About $100 a month just for the insurance.
Yep, that's right.
And now with our gasoline, it's over $6 here right now. $6.48, I think, right? It went down. It went down. It was over $7 a gallon.
That's ridiculous.
Man, will that bite you?
Sure does. And I just last question. What was it like being?
There you are.
Wow.
Yes, that's me with Neil, Mr. Neil McCallum.
Yeah, McCallum.
Yeah. I'll be visiting him Tampa pretty soon. He invited us to come stay with him.
I remember you guys now.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead with your question.
It's great seeing you guys.
That was great.
How long were you on the beach at Omaha? When did you land? What time? And when did you get?
I started in there. It was probably a 7:30 or 20 to 8 or something like that. There, it was 10:30 in the morning before I got in, and the firing was still going on. I was more worried about stepping on a damn landmine.
Yeah.
Those suckers, we get out of this landing craft, 30 of us, and I'm the last guy off. The last guy. I'll tell you, I stepped where the guy in front of me stepped.
Mm-hmm.
And there were other lines coming off of the landing ship. And every once in a while, in the middle of that line, a spurt of water would come up. Somebody stepped on a mine.
Oh, geez.
Man, it brings you to your senses. You're thinking about, I'm stepping where somebody else stepped.
Yeah. Would you say that was the longest 3 hours of your life?
I don't think I'll ever get over it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I have a few things from my grandfather. He was in Normandy. He landed after the beach was secured. But he has a lot of pocket litter, as I call it, the stuff that they carried around. So here's a compass, which has the U.S. Corps of Engineers. It's closed right now, but and then he has a lot of German medals and badges. This is a wound badge that they got after being wounded. So, and here's this name tag. They wore it around their wrists. Made of steel. So yeah.
See, look, I think those were Navy SEALs that came in and took the booby traps off of those.
Oh yeah, the underwater demolition team.
Yeah,
the UDTs.
Yeah, I went to the UDT museum in Fort Pierce, Florida. It's a very good exhibit there.
We took a UDT back to Normandy in 2019.
Yep,
that was really cool.
Yep, the NCDU teams, they did a good job surveying the beaches before they land there. So
yeah, Jerry Deitch, we took him back for the 75th. It was his first time back, and it's actually featured in on one of our videos on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you watch the Normandy 75th anniversary video. Yep.
Yeah, one of the rare guys that was in the ETO and also in the P. So he got injured. Jerry Deitch got injured on Utah Beach, and then went back to England, and they got shipped back home, and then prepared and got mobilized and went out to the Pacific. So on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally didn't fought in the PTO. They all fought in the European Theater of Operations. So, but one thing they remembered from it was that it was very cold.
Yeah.
All the.
Yeah, once the Bulge hit, man. Whew, once they got up and into that area, just brutal. Just brutal. Well, cool. Justin, thanks for coming on. Do you have anything else you want to say to Papa Jake?
I just want to say it's been great meeting you guys, and I hope I can be more involved with the Best Defense Foundation.
Sounds good. Yeah, for sure. Send an email, and we'll get you dialed in for sure. We're starting this next gin. You and your brother, yeah.
Oh, you got a shirt already.
Yeah, he was there. He was at the hotel. Remember, we met at the hotel. Yeah, for sure. But you know, like you said, we're kickstarting it, and we're putting together the next gin, and definitely want you know, kids like yourself to be part of this and pushing it forward for the future. So thank you for what you do, and keep it up. Keep remembering history. Thank you. Remember these stories.
And here's a little insert from Papa Jake. It's been an honor to be with you guys.
Thank you.
And I got tears right now. I am the only one left from all the people I was in service with. God bless you all.
God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, Justin, thanks for coming by, man.
Thank you.
See you, Justin. Say hi to your family.
I will.
Cool.
Bye.
Wow, Papa Jake.
Wow. What a great time.
I don't think I've cried this much in a live stream we've done.
It does bring a few tears.
Yeah.
But what a blessing. What a blessing. We made it. We made it. And so many people had to give their life. It's crazy. And the craziest thing of it all is I'm still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, Papa Jake, war is hell.
Yeah,
And
war is hell.
truly is. Well,
You meet the best of them though while you're in it.
Yeah.
God, you can never take that away from you.
Yeah.
Well, Donnie, do you have any closing words you want to say?
No. But I have someone who wants to say something.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to say, I wanted to make sure I got to say goodbye to you. Such a pleasure to see your sweet face and hear your voice.
God, I got tears now.
I listened to all 3 hours. I listened to everything and I learned more about you and I love you even more.
It's such an honor. It's such an honor for me to be here and still be able to talk about it. I am so blessed. And you two people, my God, am I blessed getting to know you, to shake your hand. Yes, I did. I'm so honored. I'm just a little old man now.
Yeah.
No, you are something else, and we are all, the whole BDF team is so blessed to know you and to have accompanied you back to Normandy. And honestly, you are family to us, Papa Jake. We just adore you.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well,
Everyone sends you a big hug and kiss. We love you, and we're gonna see you soon.
God, I love you guys. It's been a ride and a half for this old man.
Yeah.
Who would ever think I'm going to turn 100? How did that ever happen?
Yeah.
That guy upstairs.
He must be pleased with some of the stuff I'm doing.
Yep. You're an angel, all right.
Yeah.
Far from it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for
I have a saying with my grandchildren and everything. I say, love you the mostest.
No, impossible.
Love you all the mostest.
We love you
too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Bottom of my heart, we love you, Jake. Thank
Love
you.
you guys.
Take care.
All right.
Love you.
Thanks everyone for joining, and we'll be doing this again. We'll post it up and we'll let you know when and where. All right.
Thanks, Fish. You're the best.
All right. Bye everyone.
Bye, guys.